Good morning, everyone. And today we're looking at the Acts of the Apostles, and the Acts of the Apostles are taking up most of our first readings for the weekdays at the moment. The establishment of the new Christian community on earth. And we're looking at Acts chapter 16, verses 22 to 34 today. And the incident involves how the crowds are very hostile towards Paul and towards Silas in what they were doing, going around talking to people. And so they had them arrested. And they were stripped and flogged and thrown into prison. Nice stuff. But interestingly enough, while they were in their shackles, sitting in prison, there was an earthquake. Let's say timing is everything. You know, it's kind of like the seas parting and letting the chosen people go through. Timing is everything. So there was an earthquake, and the prison doors flew open, and the shackles they had on them fell off. And the guard woke up with all this, and he saw that the prison gate doors were open, and in panic, he thought, the prisoners have escaped, and he was about to draw his sword and commit suicide because he didn't want to be held accountable for that. And Paul and Silas called to him from inside. They said, don't worry, we're still here. It's not a problem. And the prison guard, we are told, went through a process of conversion. He took Paul and Silas to his home where their wounds were cleaned and so forth, and they were baptized and converted to Christianity. But the interesting question that I pick up on this is that the guard said to them, what must I do to be saved? What must I do to be saved? And I think it's a question that we must continually ask ourselves. What must I do to be saved? Even those of us who you might sort of say, well, okay, I've got conviction. I'm sold on this whole thing about Christianity, and I believe in Jesus Christ. Nevertheless, every day, what must I do to be saved? And there'll be incidents that will happen throughout our day, throughout the course of what we do, which will challenge us with that question. What must I do to be saved? And what is the teaching of Christ? What is Jesus saying to me in this situation? Real challenge, but one that we can cope with. Wish you a wonderful and beautiful day. Keep yourself safe. God bless. Bye-bye.